swapped bikes with somebody. It'd be a great fun thing to do. Obviously, you're always a little bit nervous on someone else's bike because you want to take care of it. Jumped on this G310R. They're a really cool little learner option. I did get to test one of these in the past. What's probably the most interesting is how light these particular models are. They are really, really light motorcycles. Quite nimble. They remind me a lot of KTM's 390 Duke in so many ways. It's a single cylinder power plant, single disc brake on the front, but quite powerful. It's got like a Brembo caliper on it. It's kind of an interesting offering from BMW just to get people on board, because the buy-in price on these is really, really competitive. I would have to check what they're going for these days, but I do remember thinking that they were a really, really good value motorcycle. And it's amazing how quick a steerer these things are. They're almost turning before you actually think about it. It's that nice of a steerer. But yeah, so interesting bike. Ellis in front of us has got the V-Star 650 or the XVS 650 and is having a go on that. Obviously, being a shorter rider, that is one of the big considerations. So she rides this particular G310R and can just reach the ground. What's interesting is that XVS 650, she was quite easily able to reach the ground. Cruisers tend to have very, very nice low seat heights, and on top of that, they also, generally speaking, are an easy thing to start on because of the low center of gravity. They aren't as light as this G310, but at the same time, there's some real benefits for having that kind of cruiser setup. They're not light, but they carry their weight nice and low. They tend to feel a bit longer and a little bit more stable. And while obviously if you lean the bike over too far, you're going to really, really feel that weight, and it's going to be a lot harder to save. From a general riding perspective, they can be just a easier starting point. All of that aside, G310R, very, very nice little machine. Sporty, feels quite compact without, I'm about 180 centimeters. It feels compact without being cramped. Nice ratio from the bars to the pegs. Pegs could probably be a little bit lower for my height and my proportions, but by no means something I'd complain about. Makes it easy to grip the tank between your knees when you're going over the bumpy stuff. As I said, very nice powerful front brake with that Brembo caliper, and overall an impressive little machine. It's quite interesting jumping between the two bikes, so jumping from the XVS 650 and onto a G310R to see the kind of very different riding options that new riders have. And of course that's true over all motorcycles, but there is really quite significant distinctions between the different types of motorcycles you can choose as a new rider. You can look at something as sporty and cool and agile as a G310R, or you've got an option of something like the Yamaha XVS 650 or V-Star 650, which has a whole different attitude, rides very, very differently but still really well, and you can really pick something that's going to probably suit kind of your personality. I think riding a motorcycle is very much kind of a aspirational activity, and at the end of the day, unless you've just bought one as the cheapest commuting option possible, you really want something that represents you. And there's just so many options these days, so many great value options as well. Not to mention the fact that on a motorcycle you get to be those hoons. The cars are going, why are they riding so fast? And on a motorcycle you're the one going, why is this person doing 30 k's below the speed limit? Why? Anyway, have a good day, riders. I'll be back soon. What do you reckon you're going to pick up as your first bike, or what did you pick up as your first bike? Let me know in the comments and let me know your experiences with it. And like I said, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll be back soon.